Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will understand the combined use of Vlookup and Hlookup. What we want the details of salary and tax for these employees. And here we have got two tables. In table 1, we have the employee ID, but we don't have the details of salary and tax in the table. Salary and tax are there in the another table. So if we will use Vlookup for table 1, we do not have salary and tax here, and if we try to use Hlookup here for second table, then we do not have employee ID there. So in this kind of situation, what we have to do, we have to find out one common detail, and that one common detail is of company. In this particular table, we have company on the right hand side, whereas in another table we have company details in the top row. So what we can do, based on these email IDs, we can extract the detail of company, and based on these company details we can extract the details of sales and tax from the another table. So now let me use Vlookup. Lookup value is employee ID, comma, table array will start from column number C, comma, column index number will be 3, comma, range lookup will be 0 bracket close. Now Vlookup will give you the company name based on this employee ID. Just see that we are getting ENY. ENY appears in the top row of this table, so we can use the output of Vlookup within Hlookup. So press F2, come to the start of Vlookup and put Hlookup. Start the function, come to the end of Vlookup, comma. Now Vlookup will work for lookup value. Whatever is the output of Vlookup function, that will be lookup value for Hlookup. Now second parameter for Hlookup is table array. Simply select this table, comma. For Hlookup we need to provide the row index number. For row index number, I can manually type 2. Why? Because salary appears in the second row in the table. But instead of typing 2 manually, I can use match function. Lookup value for match function is salary, comma, table array or lookup array for match will be the left column only, comma, match type will be 0 bracket close. Now match will give you the position of salary in the left column of the table, and that number will become row index number for Hlookup. Now put comma again, and this time we have to provide range lookup for Hlookup. Range lookup will be exact. For exact we will put 0 bracket close. Now understand the function. Vlookup will give you the company name based on the employee ID. Hlookup will give you the salary based on the company name. Press enter and see the detail. Here we have ABC 1 to 4. Company is ENY. For ENY we have salary 15825. Now before we copy this formula across, we need to fix the ranges properly. So press F2 and start fixing the ranges from left to right. First we have B19. B19 will be locked by column. Press F4, F4, F4 again. Range should always be fixed absolute. So select this range and press F4. This is also a range. So select this F4 to make it an absolute reference. Then we have match. Now we have D17. D17 is salary. We will lock it by row only. So F4 and press F4 once again. Select this range, press F4 to make it absolute reference. Now copy this and paste it across. Now there might be a situation when you see an error somewhere in the formula, like let's suppose we want detail for an employee ID which does not actually appear in the employee ID list. Let's say 1295, that is the employee ID. It will show you an error. But what we don't want to display error in the output. So what we can do, we can either use the combination of if and is error, or we can use if error function. So press F2, select this formula and let me cut it. And the formula which I am going to use is if error. There are only two parameters in the formula. One is value and second is value if error. What this function will do, if value is a value, then if error will give you that value only. If value is not a value but it is an error, in that case if error will give you what you write in value if error. So value will be the output of this particular formula. I have written this particular formula for value parameter. To go to the next parameter, put comma. Now see that. Now we are working for value if error. If Hlookup is a value, then Hlookup will be the answer. If Hlookup gives an error, in that case if error will give you what you write in value if error parameter, and I am writing inverted comma 2 times, that means blank, bracket, close, enter. Now copy this formula and select this range, press enter to paste. Just see that in the first two entries we are having values, so if error has given us the value only, but in this case we were having error, so if error has given us blank. We have the formula here but it shows blank. Now we have understood the combined use of Vlookup and Hlookup.